Hi, I'm Thel Rountree, and I'd like to welcome you to today's podcast. Hi, my name's Thel Rountree, and welcome to the HowAudio.com podcast. In this edition, we're going to be getting some great tips on how to change your drum heads and tune them from Joe Randine. Joe's a producer and session drummer who's played on dozens of CDs. So now let's check in with Joe.
Okay, here is the resonant side, or the bottom head, and I've taken a look at it, and you know what? Since I don't hit it, it doesn't really need to be replaced. Yours may or may not be replaced, you just have to check it out. In this case, we're going to leave it on. We are going to tune it up a little bit though. You can see it's a little bit dirty, and wear and tear, temperature differences will make a difference in the head. The tension is pretty even. There's a big discussion here whether the top or the bottom head should be tuned the same, if the bottom head should be looser than the top head, or the top head be looser than the bottom head. Again, it's personal preference. I prefer that the bottom head is equal in tension to the top head. If anything, a little bit maybe less tense, so it gets kind of a deeper sound, a little richer sound. But if you tighten it up higher or tighter than the top head, you'll find out that you'll start to lose some of the resonance. You'll have a more kind of a staccato sound, which in most cases is not a good sound for your drums. Okay, so now we got the bottom head. We're sitting on the ground. We got some carpet underneath us. What we're going to do in order to tune the drums, and this is true of no matter if you're tuning your bass drum, your rack toms, your floor toms, or your snare, what you're going to do is about 2 finger lengths or 1 inch away from each lug, we're just going to tap. And what we're looking for is an even sound, not one that's higher or lower in pitch than the other. Now you can hear that this lug here is a little bit lower. So I'm going to go around again and check to see which ones are equal and which ones are out. These 2 are equal, this one is lower. And obviously, because these are against one another, opposite sides of one another, these are the ones that are not in tune. So now we get our other drum key out. And what we're going to do is we're going to tighten it, not in big increments because it doesn't need a lot. If you're looking at the drum key in this fashion, we're going to be turning it in probably a 1/16 or an 1/8 of a turn. So it's about that much. A whole quarter turn is the distance from one stick to the other here. So a quarter would be half that distance, and or an 1/8, and then a 1/16 would be half of that distance. You saw even with that slight turn, it got a lot higher pitched. So we're going to back it off a little bit. Back up just a smidge. That's pretty close. So we're going to back it off the carpet so we're not getting that slap back. I'm pretty happy with that. I probably will do some fine adjustments once I get the batter head off. So let's start with that.
Thanks, Joe. Well, that about wraps it up for this edition of the HowAudio.com podcast. Be sure to check us out on the internet for all your music, audio, and software training needs. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you soon.